Hi there, it's Anthony, and I'm about to watch another episode of Lucifer. So, of course, we're coming off of a really interesting episode last time. You know, Lucifer burnt his wings in front of Amenadiel, and we made a lot of progress and discoveries on that Chloe Decker case. I'm interested to see where they're going to take it from here. Of course, also Amenadiel's been talking to Lucifer's therapist, and Maze is been trying to plot on different ways to get Chloe Decker out of the picture. So it's a lot going on, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they're going to take it. I feel like these last few episodes too, the show has been getting better and better. Like, I've liked it from the start, but these last few episodes especially, I feel like have been pulling me in even more and more. So I'm hoping that trend is going to continue here, and I don't know, I just want to see what's going to happen next. I'm going to stop talking and get into Lucifer episode 8. You know, being into film production and whatnot, ever since I found out the way that these type of scenes are shot in clubs, where they're actually not playing music and everybody just has to dance and look like they're listening to music and look like they're trying to talk over music, it's always funny to just sit and watch the extras in the scene and look at how much they're all on different beats and how much they're trying to like pantomime and act like they're in a loud club. It's just funny to watch. And it's funny hearing the actors too, oftentimes in scenes like this. I feel like their dialogue is just, they're talking regularly, when in an actual club, they would be talking like this.
Burn my wings, I feel reborn. It's my rebirthday party.
Reborn? As who?
Whoever the hell I want to be. It's exciting, isn't it?
Whiskey with a pickle juice chaser. It's our station's birthday tradition.
Lovely. How can I refuse? Can I refuse?
Of course you can.
That drink looks like a science potion or something. Looks like something you make in Professor Snape's class.
I would get the sense knocked out of you, Decker.
We have...
just relax, guys. I'm just giving you a hard time. You finally got your sense of humor back, huh?
Hold on, maybe it's not me. Maybe it's her. You could fix the detective.
That's not how therapy works. We deal with your issues.
Oh, hello. It's interesting. The cheater therapist.
They encourage couples to cheat to save their marriages. You can imagine how many people want to kill him.
Well, I can't actually. Sounds like a great idea.
Gotta love it when the case directly matches up with what's
That's
going
the
on
wife,
in Lucifer's
Alexandra. She
life.
was-
Excuse me. Your husband was the cheater therapist.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you are, but this is not the time for judgment.
What? No judgment here, tissue lad. I think her husband's work was bang on in the case.
No, I really don't. Plus, it's out of our hands. Court appointed. A judge needs to sign off.
That's not gonna stop Lucifer. He'll just go talk to the judge. Yep.
Wonderful. Now,
He really went and
so you
talked to
brought
the
your gavel
judge.
like I asked.
You cannot describe what they're about to do with that gavel on a TV 14 show.
Lucifer,
Ah, speak of the me.
out here now.
Speak up for me. I love how they continue to find different phrases that relate to the devil to use in the show and add an extra level of humor to them because he actually is the devil. It's always pretty funny to watch.
Dangerous.
I'll handle it, but thanks.
I don't mean to you. I mean to himself.
Yeah, you may be right. Lucifer. My God, there's another one.
Hi, detective.
I made up my mind.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can't stop me.
What? Oh no,
Jim
I didn't
Rash.
stop you. If you want to jump, go for it.
The legend.
Is this some kind of reverse psychology?
You talking yet?
Okay, I'll talk.
Oh, this just switched up.
Pull
Totally.
me back up, please.
Are you sure? Yeah, because I could just.
Pull me back up. Pull me up, please.
Jeez.
Pathetic, really.
Why are you calling
If
us
you can't tell me what I
suicidal
need to
person
know, what good are
pathetic?
you?
Aren't you supposed to tell me that I have a lot to live for?
Well, I wish I could, Ricky, but your life sounds incredibly bleak. Ironically, it seems there's nowhere to go but up.
Well, he just stopped him from committing suicide. Or should I say, denocide.
Did you find out?
Surprise. Had to meet you when no one else could hear.
Hear what? My screams?
Decker,
So
we're on the
morbid.
same side.
You can tell me, what was it?
It's disgusting.
Oh, you naughty girl. Come on, now you have to tell me.
It's in my car.
What is, Sandy?
Poop.
Oh.
Bags and bags of it.
My God.
The music was like extra dramatic right there too. They did that on purpose to make it seem like they were building up to something.
Not needed, but thank you.
And I thought you were sleeping with him.
Oh, I am.
Oh. Oh.
I love how she just said
Is
it
that-
so matter-of-factly.
Is that
Ethical? No.
Yes.
So wait, you're the devil?
Yes. Yes, please. Keep up. Anyone. You.
When you say you burned your wings, was that a metaphor? Or
Not focusing on the right details.
They think this guy is crazy.
Wanted some open relationship therapy of your own, is that it?
That's not what it is like.
But she didn't want you, did she? Sandy loved her husband, so you killed him, didn't you? Shut up! Oh.
Okay, that's not
a
smart
yes.
at all. In front of all these witnesses. I mean, I know he couldn't help but admit it,
Had to
but
kill him, right? He lied to her. He cheated on her.
Someone else, someone you thought wasn't worthy of her. But no matter what you did, she never saw you the way you wanted her to.
That's pretty accurate.
You just made me realize something. That my situation and yours are absolutely nothing alike.
wow.
I was right, not jealous.
Drop your weapon.
Got him.
You didn't see any similarity between yourself and Jonathan?
You heard some of that, did you?
Tail end.
Did you?
No. Completely different.
You hacked his partner's locator.
Which means Malcolm's partner knew he was there too. Tony Paolucci knew.
Was there somebody sitting there? He sure was.
When Malcolm woke up, Paolucci couldn't take the guilt anymore. You okay?
Paolucci was an ass. But this, I can't imagine this.
It all seems too convenient, right?
I know.
There's more to it than this, for sure.
Don't.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I realized a few things.
Well, I'll, see you in the next session then.
So is he just gonna pay her with money now? Where's a minute?
One last thing before I go.
Yes.
Dr. Kanan down the hall, what's he like?
Thoughtful. Spiritual.
6'2", black, voice like an angel.
Oh, you know him.
All too well.
You're welcome. For everything.
Lucifer's gonna be so jealous. Did he just get some type of bomb dropping information?
Evening, Dan.
I got your text. What do you want? How long did it take you to write it?
Forever. I mean, I'm so not a word guy. You know?
Wow.
I should be thanking me.
Why is that?
Well, I could have told everyone the truth. You shot me.
Why didn't you?
What?
Colleagues, your ass. I swear, what, shoot me? I've been there, done that. Big fail. Besides, you wouldn't want anything to mess with your pretty little family now that you're working to fix things, right?
Whatever you want to do to me, you keep them out of it.
Hey,
I just learned the strangest thing. Spoiler alert, Amenadiel found Dr. Linda. He was an angel on her shoulder trying to control me.
Lucifer,
I don't want to hear it. It's you and me. We're done.
Alright, so what do I think about this episode? First of all, I just want to say I think that last 10 minutes was a whole nother animal than the first 30. Starting off with the case of the week, I appreciated what they were doing with that, and I thought it was interesting, but I'd be lying if I didn't say it felt a little too on the nose for me at some points. I mean, I'm completely one for parallel storytelling between the A and B plot of the episode and setting everything up so that the themes actually end up aligning with each other at the end and have a great payoff. But one thing that I feel like was present in this episode and that I've noticed oftentimes on this show is that the writing can just be a little bit too heavy-handed in how it sets up these situations. So the case of the week here was just so clearly a vehicle for what Lucifer was going through that it kind of took me out of it a bit. I would have appreciated just a little bit more, subtlety and finesse in the writing and how they executed that. But I do appreciate what they were going for nonetheless. And I think that it was a cool way of doing it. It was better than just throwing a random case in there or whatnot. So I do appreciate that. The case itself wasn't really anything unpredictable or shocking, but it was an interesting case in its own right. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was bad or good. I think it was a decent case to have in there, especially given the purpose it was serving, which was more so to, provide that vehicle for Lucifer to figure out his own problems and whatnot. And the structure of the episode regarding this case of the week was a little weird to me. I don't mean weird in a bad way or weird in a good way, just it was kind of different. The case of the week actually ended up getting solved about 30 minutes into the episode, so we still had a whole nother act left after that, which was fine by me because honestly that I really enjoyed that act. That act was my favorite part of this episode. And that leads me into the situation with Malcolm and Chloe and Dan, which we got a lot of development on this episode. I've said before that I enjoy when this show focuses more on the supernatural and Lucifer being Lucifer rather than the more procedural cases of the week. And that's still the case, but this Malcolm case with Chloe and Dan, it's really interesting, and I think it's brought a very interesting side to the more worldly, human related side of this show. So I'm enjoying it, and I hope we continue to see more, which of course we will. When Malcolm came to Chloe's house, I really didn't know what to make of him, and I liked the performance of the actor there, and I just liked the scene. I liked the score that they had there. It was really tense, so that was an enjoyable scene to me, and it really actually got a good payoff at the end where we kind of saw what Malcolm's perspective was and where he was coming from when he ends up kind of dropping this bomb on the audience that Dan is the person that shot him. So, and I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to lie. And I'm mad I didn't see that coming because I feel like that was one of those things that has been set up from the beginning, because Dan was telling her not to look into the case more and everything, and he told her he couldn't find the prints on the key in this episode, and I guess maybe he decided to start investigating with her to try to throw her off the trail a little more. So they were setting that up from the start, and I feel like it was one of the, that was good. I give them props on that because it's one of those things that feels obvious looking back on it, but it wasn't obvious as I was watching it. At least it wasn't obvious to me. So kudos to the writers for that. I really liked how that played out. Also, in that last act of the episode, we saw Dan and Chloe showing signs of maybe getting back together and whatnot, potentially trying their relationship out again. I don't know, we'll see. So that's of course going to play a part moving forward, throw a wrench in Lucifer's plans probably. And then Lucifer finds out that Amenadiel has been messing with the therapist, and he puts two and two together and realizes that's because Maze was helping Amenadiel. So he's cutting Maze off. So that's another big development. So I feel like this episode gave us a lot of a lot to look forward to, and it progressed a lot of elements of the story and of this TV show. So I'm really enjoying it. I thought that last act of the episode was really good, and it made me want to see more. So that'll do it for this episode. Leave a comment below about what you thought of it. Leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, I hope that you all get everything that you desire in life. I'll see you later.